Izotop Spatial Complex is one of the leading bodies of the Ministry of Emergency Situations. The complex deals with receiving, neutralizing, long-term storing and burial of radioactive sources and wastes, transporting radioactive sources, materials and radioisotope devices, decontamination of spatial closes and individual protective devices, radiological and radioecological monitoring in the areas, organizations and enterprises operating radiation devices. In order to ensure radiation safety of the population and environment, radioactive waste formed in radiological activity incorporating companies, enterprises and organizations of an oil and gas sector, private sector and other industries, as well as the fields such as geology, road and communication construction, healthcare, agriculture, education and scientific research are collected, conditioned and stored in Izotop Spatial Complex, which in turn applies modern and reliable isolation technologies. Izotop Spatial Complex also offers safe transportation service of radioactive materials within the country for above dealers. Moreover, the complex takes an active part in radiological emergencies response operations. When the 112 hotline call center receives a signal of an emergency, the Ministry's Crisis Management Center determines the place and scale of the case. In case the radiation risk is recorded, Izotop Spatial Complex is immediately involved in the operation. The experts of the complex conduct radiometric and radiation dosimetry measurements, take samples from soil, water, bottom sediments, plant and other environmental elements, determine radiological conditions, scale the case, eliminate radioactive pollution and gather wastes. Mobile laboratory integrated on Land Rover Defender, high-off-road utility vehicle is involved when above operations held in field conditions. Specialized transport vehicles are used in the complex for transporting of radioactive loads of any activity rate and capacity, as well as of all types of radiation. At the Center for Processing and Storing of Radioactive Waste of the complex, there is a radioanalytical laboratory that performs radiometric, alpha, beta, gamma spectrometric analysis. Radioisotopes of the materials are reliably identified, equated, and their amount is determined with the high-resolution spectrometers. Alongside with the analysis of the samples taken from soil, water, bottom sediments, plant and other environmental elements, this laboratory also controls the radiation safety of the construction materials, performs analysis of unidentified things and substances at the request of various organizations and the power structures. The complex includes office building, radioanalytical laboratory, electric power substation supplied with auxiliary generator, garage for specialized vehicles, building for processing radioactive wastes, conditioned indoor warehouse for solid radioactive wastes, storehouse for keeping high-activity sources, spatial reservoir for collection of radioactively contaminated sewage waters and water treatment installation, wells for disposal of wastes, disused sources and biological radioactive waste. The office building includes the educational, medical and server rooms, archives, an auditorium and a canteen. Besides, spatial clothing and personal protective equipment wash and decontamination laundry equipped with modern equipment operates in the complex. The checkpoint is well equipped with X-ray scanner for checking handbags and parcels, stationary detectors to detect the metal objects and radioactive sources and electronic turnstile. Radioactive waste is packaged at the modern technological line constructed at the Radioactive Waste Treatment Building to get prepared for disposal and long-term storage. A sorting box was installed there for sorting the radioactive waste for its physical properties. Solid waste is cut to reduce required volume for packaging. Soft waste is compacted by the press installation. Barrels of solid waste are injected with cement mixture to prevent spreading of radioactive substances to the environment during its long-term storage. Cement injection plant is considered for preparation of cement mixture, which is required to have special properties. Different additives and plasticizers are used for this. Dosage and gradual dewatering of the cement mixture are carried out automatically. Identification of radioactive isotopes in the barrel encapsulated waste and their quantification analysis are carried out in the certification device. Analysis results are used for specification of conditions, term and place of storage, and inventory goals as well. The storages need to have stable temperature, low humidity, and air circulation for prevention of damaging the waste packages as a result of compression and expansion due to temperature changes, as well as corrosion due to steam condensation. It makes the waste packages to be stored for more than 50 years. Complex ventilation system of the radioactive waste treatment building secures stable temperature in all rooms and storage cells, and graded decreasing of pressure from the common corridor into the technological rooms and from the rooms into internal cavities of the plant. Radioactively polluted liquid emissions are refined in water purifying installation based on the methods of ion exchange, filtration, and ultrafiltration. The whole chamber, built within the Technical Cooperation Project, jointly implemented by the International Atomic Energy Agency and Izotop Spatial Complex, helps to identify unusable radioactive sources and technical specifications of stray sources, to conduct a leak test, to determine contamination of radioactive source services, and to carry out other hazardous operations in terms of radiation. Gamma and neutron radiation detectors were installed all over the territory of the complex. This system, which is connected to the central command and control decks at the laboratory, allows continuous automatic control over the background radiation within the complex area. 50 units of surveillance cameras are installed in the workplaces and throughout the entire perimeter of the areas of the complex to monitor the technological processes and the area. The result of this, operators have the opportunity to control the area via monitors 24 hours a day. Today, Izotop Spatial Complex carries out scientific research in the field of radioactive waste management. The complex has joined the technical cooperation projects of the International Atomic Energy Agency, such as researching of radiological situation of the former iodine and bromine production plants and determination of volumes and character of spreading of the radioactive waste collected there. Working with a number of international organizations, Izotop Spatial Complex expands and updates equipment and appliances. Specialists of the complex attended trainings on utilization of radioactive waste organized by the world's leading complexes and using recommendations of international experts on organizing the waste management and its technologies and radiation safety as well.